Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Akmal, a student in the vocational school of Gajah Mada University Yogyakarta. I am in the second year, the third semester in the class B. Okay, so now I want to ask you, do you like traveling? I like it a lot. And do you like to travel abroad? Do you ever visit some countries like Thailand, Italy, France, Japan, South Korea, or Russia? All of these countries are so incredible and magnificent to visit. Maybe someday later. But in this video, you and I, will trying to dig to travel regulation of one of the most visited country in Asia or even the whole world, China. China is a country that you can't even explore it by just 2 or 3 days. You need more days and more weeks to explore it until you're feeling satisfied. They are so large and their culture is so rich. They have a wonderful people and wonderful country. So guys, are you excited for this topic? Let me deliver you to the video. Alright, so here I will give you an explanation of the travel documents you should take with you during the trip. Not only that, I'll also give you information about immigration regulations, customs regulations, and also cabin or baggage regulation. Alright, so the first, travel documents. Why travel documents are so important for our trip? Our travel documents are our permits to travel the world. They are the most important pieces of ID we will carry while we abroad. Having the right documentation and passport, depending on where we are headed, a visa is critical for getting in and out of the country we visit. The first, of course, is your national identity while abroad, which is your passport. So, make sure your passport is active. In addition, you must prepare an original passport with a maximum validity period of 6 months after the date of return for the visa application. Because it is a requirement to get a Chinese visa. Don't forget to provide 2 blank passport pages to enter China. For prevention and post-pandemic recovery, China makes it easier to enter for those who have been vaccinated with the Chinese vaccine. So it's recommended that you choose Chinese vaccines such as Sinovac, Sinopharm, and CanSino. Don't forget to get the health insurance with you. Health insurance is very important for tourists entering China. Apart from physical, they can also be digital. Don't forget your identity documents such as identity card or birth certificate, and also bring the family document for you who travel with your family. They can also be digital. Then, the minimum amount of money in the account to enter China is 20,000 Chinese yuan. Similarly, to exit China, you must have at least 20,000 Chinese yuan in the account. Later, an arrival card will also be distributed by the flight attendant while on the flight. Later, please fill it out carefully and collect it safely to the immigration officer at the arrival terminal. So please check and make sure that the documents I have told you are in your possession. Next, we will talk about China's immigration regulations. So, based on www.chinatoday.com, there are general provisions about law of the People's Republic of China on entry and exit of foreigners. For your information, it has adopted by the Standing Committee of the Sixth National People's Congress at its 13th session on November 22nd, 1985. Article 1. The present law is enacted for the purpose of safeguarding the sovereignty and maintaining the security and public order of the People's Republic of China and facilitating international exchanges. The present law shall apply to foreigners entering, living, or passing through the territory of People's Republic of China and to foreigners residing or traveling in China. Article 2. Permission must be obtained from the competent authorities of the Chinese government by foreigners for their entry, transit, and residence in China. Article 3. For entry, exit, and transit, foreigners' means of transport shall pass through the ports open to foreigners or other designated ports and shall be subject to inspection and supervision at border checkpoints. Article 4. The Chinese government protects the legitimate rights and interests of foreigners within Chinese territory. The personal freedom of foreigners shall be inviolable. Foreigners shall not be liable to arrest unless a warrant or decision is made by a People's Republic of China's Protectorate or a decision is made by a People's Court and such a warrant or decision is executed by a public security organ or state security organ. Article 5. Foreigners in China shall abide by Chinese law and shall not endanger the national security of China, harm its public interest, or disturb its public order. So that were the general provision about law of the People's Republic of China or entry and exit of foreigners that implement in China. Next, we will talk about the custom regulation in China. Based on the General Administration of Customs, People's Republic of China, there are some regulations about customs and its goods. So, the inward and outward passengers carrying articles to declare shall choose the goods to declare channel or red channel. The declaration form, verified and endorsed by the customs, shall be kept properly and shall be resubmitted to the customs at the time of return if necessary. Seals affixed by the customs on the baggage shall not be opened or broken without customs prior authorization. And also, passengers who are not certain about the above instruction shall ask the customs officers for detail or choose the goods to declare channel. Now let's move to the customs release criteria and procedures. First, inward passengers. For item number 1, 2, and 3, they are focused on personal articles from overseas, alcoholic drinks, and cigarettes. The exceeding part or amount above the limitation set by the customs shall be levied duty upon. Item number 4, which is about cash for 20,000 Chinese yuan or any cash equivalent to 5,000 US dollar, will be dealt with according to the current regulations. For items number 5, animal and plants, number 6, communication tools, number 7, articles prohibited or restricted, number 8, goods of commercial value, and number 9, unaccompanied baggage that you can see at the table. Its custom control are dealt with according to the current regulations. Then, outward passengers. Items number 1, which is about camera and computer, has its custom controlled by fill out 2 declaration forms. After being endorsed by the customs, 1 copy of the declaration will be returned to the passenger for use at the time when re-entering China. And for item number 2, which is cash, number 3, gold, silver, and precious metals, number 4, cultural relic, number 5, radio and its tools, number 6, other prohibited articles, and number 7, goods of commercial values, the customs control will be dealt according to the current regulation. Okay, so that were the custom regulation in China. We will move to the next topic. Okay, so the next is cabin and baggage regulations. for everyone who is going to enter China, of course, they must choose a suitable and appropriate airline. In flight, of course, there are regulations regarding baggage and cabins that we must calmly with. In this case, I took Air China Airlines as the main discussion. This airline itself is the national airline of China, which serves direct flights from Jakarta to Chinese cities such as Beijing and Guangzhou. Your carry-on baggage allowance depends on your class of service. Economy passengers are permitted to carry on board one piece of carry-on baggage. The weight must not exceed 5 kilograms and the dimensions must not exceed 55 cm, 40 cm, and 20 cm. First class and business class passengers are permitted to carry on board 2 pieces of carry-on baggage, each weighing no more than 8 kilograms. Again, each piece of the carry-on baggage must not exceed the maximum dimension. Any carry-on baggage that cannot be stored in the overhead bins or fit under the seat or any baggage that is overweight or oversized will be checked into the hold or fees apply. Okay, so next we will discuss about Air China Access Package. If your baggage exceeds the allowed weight or size restrictions, Air China will apply access package fees. On domestic routes, you will be charged per kilogram over the allowed limit. The fee is 1.5% of the published one-way economy adult fare for the route you are traveling on. And on international routes, you will be charged for extra bags over Air China's package allowance for a bag that is too heavy or for a bag that is too large in size. To determine this, please visit the Air China website directly. Air China's special baggage is also permits a wide range of special baggage on flight. Alright, I think we are in the end of this topic. How's that? Wow, China is such a gorgeous country to visit, right? I hope you enjoyed my explanation and see you in another occasion. Have a nice day. Bye.